Hello friends, I am Nilu and you are watching my channel Fond of Literature. Today we will discuss about genres of poetry and other forms of poetry. Regarding genres of poetry, there are three types of poetry: narrative poetry, dramatic poetry and lyrical poetry. A narrative poetry is a poem that tells a story and has the elements of a story. Often narrative poems have a rhyme scheme. For example, The Raven by Edgar Allan Poe. Dramatic poetry is a poem where the speaker is someone other than the poet himself. A dramatic poem often includes characters and dialogue. A dramatic monologue is often from a fictional character's point of view. For example, Meeting at Night by Robert Browning. Lyrical poetry is any poem with one speaker who expresses strong thoughts and feelings. Most poems, especially modern ones, are lyrical poems. Other forms of poetry. Other than three types of poetry, there are some other forms of poetry. First of all, first sonnet. The word sonnet is derived from the Italian word sonetto. It means a small or little song or lyric. In poetry, a sonnet has 14 lines. Each line has 10 syllables. It has a specific rhyme scheme. Generally, sonnets are divided into different groups based on the rhyme scheme they follow. There are two types of sonnet. First, the Italian or Petrarch sonnet, and second, English sonnet or Shakespearean sonnet. The Italian or Petrarch sonnet, named after Francesco Petrarch, the Italian poet, was introduced into English poetry in the early 16th century by Sir Thomas Yard. Its 14 lines break into an octave which usually rhymes ABBA and a sextet which may rhyme XYZ, XYZ or XYX, X, XYX, YXY or CDE, or any multiple variations possible using or two or three rhyme sounds. The English sonnet, developed by Henry Howard, Earl of Surrey, consists of three quatrains and a couplet. For example, it rhymes AB, CD, EF, also popularized by Shakespeare and now known as Shakespearean sonnet. Ode. It is a literary technique that is lyrical in nature, but now very lengthy. You have often read odes in which poets praise people, natural scenes, and abstract ideas. It is highly solemn and serious in its tone and subject matter, and usually is used with elaborate patterns of stanzas. However, the tone is often formal. For example, Ode to the Confederated by Ellen Tate. Row after row, with strict impunity, the headstones yield their names to the element. The wind whirs without recollection. In the raven throws the splayed leaves pile up of nature, the casual sacrament to the seasonal eternity of death. An epic poem. An epic poem is a long epic. An epic poem is a long, usually book length that has a heroic or adventurous theme, can sometimes be related to mythology. For example, Homer's Odyssey, John Milton's Paradise Lost. LG. A melancholic poem in which poet laments the death of a subject, however consoles towards the end, is called elegy. For example, Gary R. Hess's 1983. In 1983, on the day of change, a child was born. This child did not see the world. Epitaph. A small poem used as an inscription on tombstone of a dead person. For example, Ben Jonson's On My First Son. Farewell, thou child of my right hand and joy, my sin was too much hope of the loved boy. Pre-verse. It consists of non-rhyming lines without any metrical patterns, but follows a natural rhythm. For example, Come Slowly Eden by Emily Dickinson. Come slowly, Eden, lips unused to thee, baseful, sip thy jasmines as the fainting bee. Reaching late is flowers, round her chamber hums, counts his nectars, enters, and is lost in balms. Ballad. It is a type of narrative poem that narrates a story, often talks about folk or legendary tales. It may take a form of moral lesson or a song. For example, Tamlin is an example of popular and traditional ballad. Oh, I forbid you, maiden, all that wears gold in your hair, to come or go by courthouse, for young Tamlin is there. Limerick. This is a type of humorous poem with 5 anapestic lines, in which first, second, and fifth lines have 3 feet and third and fourth have 2 feet, with a strict rhyme scheme of AABBA. For example, From to Miss Vera Bringer by Lewis Carroll. There was a young lady of station. I love man was her sole exclamation, but when man cried, you flatter, she replied, oh, no matter. Issel of man is the true explanation. Thank you for watching my video. Please like, share and subscribe my channel. मिलते हैं नेक्स्ट वीडियो में, तब तक के लिए बाय बाय।